What's going on YouTube? Back at it with another video. Look, we got Animals on the Rampage part 23 and it's my share. And it says 10 disturbing ways animals can hunt you. Hunt you. You know what I mean? We ain't talking about like hunt other things. We're talking about you in general. I'm talking about you sitting there watching me on this TV right now, watching me. We're gonna say a quick prayer before we get in this video. I need y'all to bow your heads, and I need y'all to really bow them. Because y'all be staring me dead in my face while I'm doing these prayers, and y'all ain't receiving the blessing. You wondering why ain't nothing going good, because you didn't bow your head. The blessing didn't hit you. It hit the other ones. Come on, man. Bow your head. Dear Lord, I want to pray for everybody watching this video. I ask that you bless everybody with positive people in their lives, positive energy, and just good vibes. I ask that you build us all mentally and physically, and just put us in a healthy position in life. In your name I pray. Amen. Ashe. Already. Like, comment, subscribe. Let's do it.
If you have nothing else to be grateful for, get on your knees and be glad that if you have 99 problems, avoiding predators ain't one. I hope. Otherwise, you should probably get off your knees. Predators have petrified us for as long as cavemen had consciousness, simply off the fact that just seeing one implies many others had to die. But for many, it's—
Nigga, what the fuck? Just imagine that, like, as a kid, bro. You chilling. Tiger walking your house. What the fuck do I do? Other than get out. He got lucky because he didn't scare that tiger. Well, what if that tiger just did this? Like, what if? Hell no.
Simply off the fact that just seeing one implies many others had to die. But for many, it's not what they can do to you, it's how. And these are the top—
I didn't even see nothing.
Many others had to die. But for many, it's not what they can—
Oh shit. Oh hell no. Is it another one? Damn, they good.
Can do to you, it's how. And these are the top 10 worst animals to be hypothetically hunted by. And spoiler, it gets a lot less hypothetical as the list goes on. The only rule is I won't be talking about sea stars or crocodiles, only because I just made videos on both. Trust and believe they're both very qualified to be here. And if that disappoints you, here's a consolation prize. There's a lot of things to be afraid of being marooned on an island. Dehydration, exposure, but most don't consider being culled by crabs. And that's because, outside of remote islands in the Indian and Pacific Ocean, the coconut crab is only found in a very bad trip. Despite its name, coconuts are an insignificant—
Nigga, you let 4 females on a Miami trip, 2 grown men, and a Puerto Rican. Oh my mama, we tearing the fuck up out that whole goddamn island. Nigga, let a crab try to attack me, boiling water. We gonna have 2 people boiling water all day and we just gonna gather these motherfuckers up. Nigga, we finna have a feast, nigga. I'm gonna be sitting back, hey, nigga, don't even come rescue me. Fuck it, we here forever, nigga. We having a good time, nigga. We got margaritas and crab legs and shit. Hey, don't even come find me, nigga. I'm enjoying this. This is vacation forever. I ain't had to pay bills yet and my stomach not empty. Fuck, I'm gonna come home for it.
Part of a juiced up hermit crab's diet, but that didn't stop nature from equipping them with claws that can splice the fruit open. Besides, their street name is more lore accurate, as they're also called robber crabs, since they'll swarm your camp and carry off anything that ain't nailed down. The problem is, that's also how they hunt. In 2016, scientists watched as a coconut crab climbed a tree and attacked a sleeping bird, snapping its wings only to continue its death grip after they both fell on the ground. Within minutes, several other crabs spawned in and proceeded to shred the barely breathing bird for hours. The crawling antichrists are scavengers with bloodlust, so getting gored by one means you'll certainly be maimed by more, and the fact that they can climb and track blood means there's nowhere on the island you can go where the Krusty Krab crew won't find you. The crabs are anti-can animals.
The only thing I have is a big ass log like this one right here. Fang! As soon as they come around, I'm cracking them bitches on top of the head. I'm full as fuck, nigga, and y'all still coming. I'm cracking you niggas on top of the head. Wow, wow. They gonna back up. And then you leave the dead bodies out there. Cause that's what I do with y'all remember we used to have, it was like hella slugs for some reason. I think I used to put salt on them bitches. And I'll let them bitches sit out there so all the other slugs can see what's gonna happen if y'all stay on this porch. Never seen another slug for some reason. When people see what happened to them, they kind of stay away. Like, we gonna end up like that?
As in anything can get it. Rats, cats, even full-grown pigs can get flesh stripped, but the most disturbing stories are those of coconut crabs eating humans. One gruesome account followed the 82-day Battle of Okinawa, where Japanese soldiers bore witness to hordes of giant spider-like crabs ravaging the bodies of their dead comrades. There's no real proof that this happened or that it even involved coconut offenders, but unfortunately, that's exactly how the crabs would have acted. Imagine a gang of armored cockroaches carrying the jaws of life, except the outcome of getting caught between them is quite the opposite. And with a diet of detritus, most coconut crabs are poisonous to eat, especially since many have the habit of eating sea mangoes, a fruit so toxic it has another name, the squid apple. By far, the scariest theory though is that it was coconut crabs that perp-walked Amelia Earhart off the census. Scary because whether she was past tense on arrival or incapacitated a plane crash would not have changed the response by the crabs. And while it's just a theory, the idea that someone's last moments could be spent desperately dragging their crippled body before an army of crabs brutally mutilates them for hours as their suffering only draws more,
like,
is
how
enough
did they
to earn
know
them a spot on this
Amelia
list.
Earhart got
And
ate
yet,
by those?
they're only number 10. Most people aren't afraid of the dark, more so what could be in it. Thalassophobia is that before the ocean, but not a lot of people are afraid of the sky. Probably because you should be able to see what's coming. That's why the Harpy eagle is number 9, because if this is your predator, you will be able to see what's coming.
Huge.
That's why the Harpy eagle is number 9, because if this is your
bro, that shit is bigger than his whole torso. It ain't taller, but it's wider. That nigga pick your kids up. Your kids playing at the park. You happy as hell on the phone with your homegirls. Girl, you ain't gonna believe what the fuck Jamal did. Oh God, you look back, then you turn back, then you like, fuck, and you see your son flying away. A hawk got him. Big ass, oversized hawk. Staring you dead in your face like this. Nigga, I got your son. And I'm flying up somewhere far and I might drop him. I don't know. That's what they do. That's a big ass bird.
Your predator, you will never know peace. They're one of the biggest eagles on the planet, but what makes
It's
harpies
an eagle.
really different is that their wings are way shorter, which means the harpy aimbot can chase you through the trees in a way no eagle ever should. Just imagine a homicidal hippogriff breaking into your house and snatching your little brother out of his bed. And now you understand the generational PTSD the monkeys on their meal prep carry. And those claws guarantee you don't get the chance to find out twice. The size of a grizzly bear's mitt with the grip force of a Rottweiler's jaws. You can actually hear the bones of their prey breaking as the harpies crush the life out of them. And safe to say, the same feet that can crack open an armadillo would not feel good to have gripping your skull. It is incredibly rare, but there are cases of harpy eagles attacking and clawing humans, where the eagle's leg had to be amputated because even after death, the talons wouldn't release their grip. In 2023, tourists in French Guiana walked past a perching harpy when it suddenly went for one of the women, plunging its claws into her scalp and leaving her with several deep lacerations. The concept of being jump scared by a plus-size prehistoric French...
But really think about that. That's a big ass fucking... Imagine your whole finger a thick ass claw. Nigga, put that bitch right there by your eye and then put the other one and do this. Nigga, that's finna tear your face up, dig all in your shit, and they don't care where they grab you at. You know what I'm saying? They don't care that that's your eyeball, nigga. Let me get all in there. Let me smash in there real quick. Ow.
Cougar cockatoo spikes my cortisol, but they rarely go after humans, and when they do, the fault's usually the humans. The next animal not only punished a good deed of one man, it became one of the worst animal attacks in Brazilian history.
Oh, they look
Australia
like
gets the reputation for being Satan's sandbox, but not enough people give credit to the sheer insanity of the Amazon. What's a jaguar's favorite exercise? Skull crushers. Not to mention you have a Jurassic reject and anaconda.
What's a jaguar favorite exercise?
Jaguar's favorite exercise? Skull crush.
Damn. That's a beautiful picture right there.
Not to mention you have a Jurassic reject and anaconda, an animal that weaponized electricity and we all decided that was okay, and a fish that convinced thousands to never pee in a river. Yet the apex predator of the Amazon isn't actually a jaguar. To be fair, the giant river otter is also called the ariana, or the water jaguar.
That motherfucker got stupid eyes, nigga. Look at it, got some dumbass eyes. He got eyes like that motherfucker that don't know how to stop talking, not because he just hyperly active. He just hyperly active on some crackhead shit. Huh? I don't know. I'm going here when I go here. When I did that, and I did that. When I go here, I did that. When I did that, and I did that. Oh, what was I doing? What I come here for? Like this motherfucker all over the place. Ugh, slick head, back neck built. Ugh. That motherfucker, ugly boy. Look at
But with its
that.
attitude and aptitude
Look at that motherfucker, boy. That motherfucker like little demons. Nigga, I seen that eye to eye while I'm in the water. That fucked me up.
for gang violence, it's more like an unhinged water wolf. That gang mentality is how a group can make a jaguar hit the reverse with no key, and it's already bad enough that the roid weasel can grow to 6 feet long, without the fact that they'll also roll in a pack. It's an apex predator that eats mostly fish, but they'll also fold crustaceans, anaconda, and even other river otters will adjust their routine to avoid getting run up on by a crazy-eyed cousin. You don't realize what multiple are capable of until you realize how bad they do caiman. Giant river otters will jump a caiman, overwhelming it until its muscles fill with lactic acid and it's virtually paralyzed. It's been said before, but that isn't honest erectile dysfunction. An otter mafia will eviscerate the caiman alive, ripping it to pieces, while also sounding like if Rugrats took place in purgatory.
Turn their ass up.
Imagine not knowing what river otters are and hearing that for the first time. The worst part is, it's been proven the same hunting tactic against a human is tragic.
These motherfuckers only in the Amazon, right? They not like in America, just in your lake, right? Cause I don't mind not getting in the lake ever again. I'm just saying that's for everybody else that's in that motherfucker. I don't mind not getting in there. Well, shit, I just got back from Puerto Rico. I think I rode on jet skis. I'm in the middle of the water like, nigga, if a motherfucking mermaid jump out this bitch, I'm dead gone forever. Shark, I take off on a shark, nigga, I'm on a jet ski. But nigga, other than that, I was like, wow, I'm in the middle of the ocean right now. This shit's scary than a motherfucker. This shit crazy as hell. But now I know nigga otters is attacking humans and shit. He look like he a lawyer or something. This shit's scary. Why they all got security guard face? The whole family? Damn.
Effective. Silvio Delmar Hollenbach was a Brazilian army sergeant who had taken his family to the Brasilia Zoo when a bunch of commotion got his attention. A 13-year-old had fallen into one of the moats and now was being threatened by the animals in it. Hollenbach said, "Don't hold me back," and without thinking, leapt into the pool and lifted the injured kid out. Sadly, that meant the focus of the family of vindictive otters was now on Silvio, and the gang of aggressives dragged the struggling Hollenbach into the water and brutally mauled him in front of his family. Silvio would be pulled out, but the over 100 bite wounds in water that was the equivalent of a microbe mosh pit sealed his fate, as he would die of a nasty infection. Hollenbach was mourned and celebrated by everyone, except the boy he saved, who apparently never even mustered a thank you. The same 13-year-old that got a man turned into a chew toy would be arrested in 2016 after scamming millions worth of pension money, proving that sometimes being a hero only means saving a villain.
Damn. But I mean, I ain't gonna say he a villain because he grew up and started scamming, nigga. Just because he got saved as a kid don't mean he wasn't still poor as that. Fuck, you know what I'm saying? Like, who said he was a villain because he became a scammer? But he should have been like, thank you to that guy. What the fuck? Nigga, I just died from otters, nigga.
Worth of pension
that was
money,
not written in my book.
Sometimes being a hero only means saving a villain. Getting mauled and borderline waterboarded by water wolverines is a horrendous way to go out, but again, the chances you get got by otters is still low, and for Silvio, it probably would have been 0 if those otters didn't just have babies. But the next animal is the mascot of F Around and Find Out.
I just couldn't imagine.
The Cape buffalo makes no sense on this list. Until you remember, it's one of the few prey animals that actually hunts predators. The tank, nicknamed Black Death, is arguably the most death-edging animal to hunt because it is a top 5 most vengeful creature on Earth. A common misconception is that the lion's biggest rival is the hyena. That's laughable when a 1,200-pound piss fit can send a big cat backpedaling. The Cape buffalo is number 7 because cows are dangerous enough, but if Widowmaker tastes death, the rage cow ensures you go down with it. The Cape buffalo has treed lions for hours, and they'll stalk lion cubs just for the purpose of stomping them out. Now add that the bush
yeah, then that's not hunting, that's defending. They know y'all like to eat us, so shit, while we see y'all kids, if we can take them out, we gonna knock them out too. So they don't grow up to try to eat my kids. Yeah, I would do the same thing if I was a buffalo. You see some random ass lion babies just walking beside you, go and get them out the air, out the way. This shit is life or death out here. You know, they ain't going to hell for killing. That's different. Go on, get them on out of here.
Mafia can pull up in a super herd of over 1,000. Now you understand how lions risk going full-time horizontal every time they try them. And with a couple hundred people gored and killed by them a year, this is the first animal here with a respectable body count.
Damn, man, you see how high he flipped that fucking lion?
Gored and killed by them a year. This is the first animal here with a respectable body count.
Damn.
The problem is, every year, people hunt them without realizing the buffaloes hunt back. An injured buffalo has been known to retreat to tall grass to lure you in and stalk you just to rear end you when your back is turned and keep going until you stop standing. And unlike most herbivores that'll straight up watch you get got, or in some cases gift wrap you themselves, Cape Buffalo will spin the block for a predator in an effort 1,000 times John Wick. You know you're
flipping your ass
when you're talking about a cow using the honey badger method on a lion, and some people have to be connected to God's Wi-Fi before they understand. Texas.
Imagine shooting that bitch, right? You shoot the horns of that motherfucker.
Method on a lion, and some
you
people
hit that motherfucker, pow, twing, that motherfucker fly off, sing. You just made him matter. What do? You keep shooting. That's what you do.
To be connected to God's Wi-Fi before they understand. Texas trophy hunter Asher Watkins thought it was sweet until his target attacked him first, completely ambushing him. The spite-fueled beef struck Watkins at 35 miles per hour, tearing his chest and stomach open, and he was declared dead in the ambulance. A tragic death, but definitely not unprovoked. Imagine walking through a corn maze knowing you're one wrong turn away from a buffalo same-day shipping you to the Lord like an afterlife Amazon package.
And like he's seen you the whole time.
On several islands throughout Indonesia, you'll find a dinosaur time left behind. The Komodo dragon is one of those predators where, once they start hunting you, you're as good as dead. The Komodo is everything scary about coconut crabs, but on that Jurassic juice. Komodos will eat everything, and it's why baby dragons will hide up in the trees or even roll around in feces because the adults are highly cannibalistic. The steroid giga iguana also has the unfortunate habit of unearthing human graves and feeding on the long expired remains. The Komodo dragon only has about 12 successful hunts a year, so when one makes you a priority, prepare to spend days tailgated by a murderous monitor lizard. In 2008, 5 scuba divers were caught in a riptide and swept.
I know for a fact I'm scared of Komodo dragon. Nigga, I'm scared of geckos and fucking iguanas. Nigga, I seen an iguana and I'm looking at that bitch. Oh, hell no. That little motherfucker big. I didn't know they get that big in real life. I'm like, nigga, that nigga the size of my back, man. Hell no.
Out to sea, and after 12 hours spent drifting the aquatic void, they landed on Rinca Island, where they spent the next 5 days playing cat and mouse with a monster resident dragon that took notice and stalked them, which isn't easy, thanks to another unfortunate habit of theirs. We used to think Komodos were one-shot specialists that only needed to bite you once and then just wait for you to fold to bacterial infection. And as cold as that would be, it's like LeBron letting you get the ball just to spank it off the backboard. The truth is more disturbing. Komodos don't just let their prey go, but their contingency plan is if you do get away, the glorified gecko can track you by blood, and anticoagulants in their venom keep you bleeding. So now it becomes a broken game of hide and seek, and playing it on an island the size of Philly means.
Imagine you get attacked by a Komodo dragon right there, he let you run, you get to over here, you think he ain't found you. Nigga, he find you 2 hours later over there. He just let you get away. And you like, fuck, I get over the hill. You finally get over the hill, this nigga just walks around. And get your ass again. Damn. That shit beautiful though, that beach is. But, Komodo dragons.
Means there's no point in the area code you can go where the leather bloodhound won't find you. Even worse, the longer you manage to play manhunt with monitors, the more dragons will be there to eviscerate you when you do fall. That blood sense is no joke. Menstruating women are actually advised against visiting for fear that the resident garbage disposals confuse them for a dying animal. There's stories of bleeding tourists lying to their guides to not miss out on the trip.
Imagine being on your pier, nigga, you see 6 Komodo dragons outside your hut. Like, you're fucked. They come for you. And only you. And I'm going to go ahead and leave since you're on your period. I'm scared.
Only to be surrounded by dozens of Komodos coming in from all over the island. And if you think there's no way an animal moving like that can catch you slipping, millions of years of evolution would argue. One incident saw 2 dragons stalking a fruit picker from below a tree, and when Muhammad Anwar fell, the Komodos rushed him and mauled him to death. Maybe I'm giving them
What?
too much credit.
Damn, that
Or maybe
shit
you haven't heard a
huge.
baby goat scream from inside of a dragon. To say that the ocean terrifies me beyond
Nigga, I would have
comprehension
been in
is
that
an
tree so
understatement.
scared, bro. You see how big that Komodo dodo was? Holy fuck. And he looked like the tree. I would walk right past that if I didn't know. And been like, what the fuck? That's a dragon.
Rushed him and mauled him to death. Maybe I'm giving them too much credit. Or maybe you haven't heard a baby goat scream from inside of a dragon. To say that the ocean terrifies me beyond comprehension is an understatement, and the animal that scares me more than any other isn't a shark, isn't an orca, not even a giant squid, but not a squid, because I'd rather go skinny dipping around great white sharks than ever catch a Humboldt squid in the wild. At only up to 6 feet long, they're not the biggest, but everything about the way they feed fuels my nightmares. When a hunting Humboldt homes in on something, they'll approach it with all 10 appendages extended to grab prey and force it towards its mouth, and not only can that beak slice skin and cut chainmail, they do it so fast that they can grab and retract prey in just one camera frame. Not to mention, they have 2 tentacles with suckers that contain inner teeth, great for grabbing. But the real reason the Humboldt is number 5 is because the way they would hunt you is straight out of a Stephen King wet dream. Humboldts can hunt in parties over 1,000 strong, and they're also highly aggressive speed-eating gluttons that'll strip fish down to the bones before fishermen even have time to reel them up. They're also trigger happy with the cannibalism, and the moment one of their own shows weakness, it gets jumped and torn to shreds. The problem with Humboldts is, they speedrun life so fast, they're never not thinking about food, and if you find yourself in the waters at the wrong time,
Motherfucker think
you
about
can get
food so much he ate his partner. What the fuck? Go get
fast.
it. All right,
Never
yeah.
not thinking about food.
Hey, nigga,
Find
it's
yourself
me.
in the waters at the wrong
Oh,
time.
shit, fucking
can
nigga,
get
you
mauled
taste
by
good.
a pack of fleshy armed
Damn.
box cutters. But it's the intelligence that's the biggest problem, because Humboldts aren't always aggro. They can be curious too, and they'll often steal cameras and lights just to take them apart and examine them. But Humboldts can go from 0 to homicide in seconds, and because they communicate by flashing red in a sea of black, once one says go, many more will follow. One diver was approached by a squid who gently started nibbling on him, and the diver, who probably couldn't believe his luck, started filming. And in seconds, the squid started pulsing red, and the man was immediately slammed by multiple as they simultaneously began to pull him into the abyss. He would escape, but he genuinely thought his ticket to Tupac was booked, and there's many more stories of divers being confronted by squids and nearly dragged to the point of no return, and some even swear they've had Humboldts attempt to rip off their masks and drown them. But going back to the first diver, I think the most disturbing part is the moment he didn't fight back and let himself look easy was the moment he became a green light to a red devil. The last unfortunate fact is that Humboldts will perform
They literally, you gotta realize they in the ocean, nigga. They eat, survive, eat, survive. That motherfucker walk up on you nice, like, oh, okay, oh, you nice, you ain't doing nothing. You breathing, you got a heartbeat. Yeah, we gonna eat you. Yeah, okay. Red light, and then they finna come and tack your ass and tear you the fuck up. Now, if you look scary, they probably would have ran off, farted or some shit, blinked blue or something, scared of the motherfucker. But no, you was too nice. And they take advantage of nice. They eat.
Vertical migrations, where every day they rise from the depths to hunt before eventually going back down. So they're more likely to run into you during goblin mode. Unfortunately for the next animal, goblin mode is their entire life. You've probably heard that there's few animals that actively hunt humans, and that polar bears are one of them. I want to clarify, they don't actively hunt humans, they just passively don't give a follow me now. Polar bears are the largest predators on land. And as big as you think they are, I swear to you they're bigger. The problem starts with the fact that they're the only hyper-carnivore bear. They eat meat, and meat stands for
One thing I do know about polar bears is they love to hunt humans, like they prefer us. Why the fuck would we make them the Coca-Cola mascot? That's stupid as hell. I get it, y'all was trying to sell Christmas and sell, connected with Christmas so it can sell for Coca-Cola. Fuck, man, fuck all that, man. These motherfuckers eat us. Got us out here loving polar bears. We see a polar bear, oh my God, it's a polar bear, it's a white bear going on. We want to hug it. Nigga, you want to eat you. For real. Look at that nigga lips. Him hungry.
in any time, and it can make up 95% of their diet, where in something like a grizzly bear it can be as low as 10. That would be bad enough, but polar bears also live in a freeze-dried desert where in the winter they can only live off of feces, foxes, and other fallen polar bears. Polar bears have way less options, and with the sea ice they depend on receding, they can either get creative or get cremated. So they don't actively hunt humans, the same way I don't actively grocery shop for Chips Ahoy, but best believe if I see them, I'ma grab it. That's the polar bear, except they don't have to see you. With the best nose of any predator, polar bear can
fuck what he talking about. I done seen too many videos talking about these niggas got hunted by polar bears, hunted polar bears. This is the first person I heard that said polar bears don't hunt humans. They'll just eat you if they see you. That seemed like a hunt to me. Cause how the fuck he see me out here? It ain't shit. You know what I'm saying? He found me. Why? Sniffed me the fuck out, and he was hungry. That's why. Sounds like a hunt.
A seal from miles away. They can detect their breathing hole from another area code and
can
even clock a seal under a foot of ice. So it's really true. If a polar bear sees you, it's already too late. From 1870 to 2014, there have been only 73 attacks on humans, with 20 census subtractions. But being targeted by the ultimate predator of persistence is a different level of fear. In 2016, 5 Russian scientists were held hostage by over 10 polar bears, who stalked their weather station and forced them to have supplies and flares airdropped by helicopter. In 2019,
why they didn't drop bullets? Like nigga, fuck a turkey sandwich. Nigga, drop that motherfucking AK down here with this kickback zook zook dooka dooka on that motherfucker. Nigga, drop me a fucking bazooka, some tear gas, you know, something. Who the fuck was in that, working in that little research facility? Cause they didn't have no nigga like me in there. Nigga, I need 3 AKs, just 6 AR-15s, nigga, with the bullets that spread open inside you. The ones that blow up. Send them bitches. Nigga, it's 10 of these motherfuckers. And I need 3 of you niggas to come down here with me. Cause who the people I'm with, I don't think I'm gonna be able to handle this. So I'm gonna keep this between me and you. I don't think I'm gonna be able to handle this on my own. These niggas in here soft in the motherfucker. I got kids. I gotta get on to my kids like you gotta get on to your kids. Nigga, send this shit down here. Let's go have some fun. Nigga, I know you've been ready to catch a kill anyway. Come on, nigga, you ain't hunted in a year. Come on. And they gonna send 3 people down there. We zooted and booted. Man, we finna fuck these polar bears up. Bitch, I got these bitches on me right here too. And this motherfucker on my back, nigga. I ain't never did this shit. But nigga, I look like a... Nigga, I'm gonna go in the bathroom and put some chalk on my shit. Y'all done fucked with the wrong motherfucker. It's polar bear season, alright. Ah! Nigga, I'm gonna look in the mirror. Ah! Nigga, I'm gonna scare the fuck out myself. Nigga, I'm looking at everybody in their eye. I ain't blinking. Nigga, it's time to do dirt. Fuck these niggas dropping crackers and sardines and shit. Fuck, nigga, drop some motherfucking grenades. Nigga, it's 10 polar bears. Fuck. How you don't survive some shit like that? Come on, man. It's polar bears. Let's hunt these bitches and leave. Ain't nobody gonna know.
50 polar bears invaded the town of Novaya Zemlya and put them in a state of emergency.
You could go out there and spray them bitches.
Their houses and refused to let their children go to school. And with shooting them being illegal, folks had the bears...
Shooting them being illegal? How they gonna know? I'm at the house by the time they go. I'm telling my cousin, nigga, it was about 40 of them bitches out there. Yay! I had 6 AK-47s on my mama. 6 of them bitches. Nigga, I'm calling dispatch. I talked to the president and everything. He the one who sent me. You remember I told you about the grenade I threw? He signed it. It was like, throw as far as you can. I aimed that bitch and launched him. Didn't hit shit. Nigga, I'm gonna lie my ass off, but they gonna have to believe it. Cause look, yeah, you see it. You see it on the internet. I mean on the news.
This reverse Goldilocks situation unarmed. And I mean that literally, with ice bears breaking into residential buildings. Polar bears are a force of nature, and
we gonna leave their ass right there. Fuck, they got us trapped for, nigga. You got a kid? You got a kid? You got a kid? Fuck. blowing their ass up, man. We gonna endanger the fuck out their species.
Number 4, because once one chooses you, you can't run fast enough or swim far enough to be safe. One swam over 400 miles in just 9 days, so trust that you would not get away. But there's always been something about a carnivorous Q-tip that unsettled me, and I think I figured it out. Polar bears are a lot like the squid, where they're incredibly curious and intelligent, which makes the way they hunt and engage in general seem cold and calculated. You'll often notice in a lot of videos where they approach humans, the polar bears seem quiet and emotionless, and you can almost see them trying to figure it out. And
they're also like, they cute though, like that's a cool bear. If it was real furry, it'd look super cute. It'd look like, damn nigga, I love polar bears. But you gotta realize animals is animals, nigga. They gonna attack your ass. Simple as that. Stop going to pet these motherfuckers, man. And stop petting us, white people. Don't come up to us trying to touch our hair, nigga. That shit racist. Stop doing that.
Expressions and body language tell you nothing. A polar bear pulling up on you can be curious, apathetic, or ready to revoke your presence, and you will not know which. And that's just it. They're disturbingly deadpan. And I think that's by design. Most black and brown bear attacks are defensive, meaning they either had cubs around or you managed to catch them off guard, and most times they'll give you many signs that you're effing around in the jurisdiction of finding out. A polar bear doesn't, because oftentimes a polar bear isn't trying to negotiate or
they look a little Asian, don't they?
Of finding out. A polar bear.
You know how animals you can tell like what ethnicity they is? They motherfuckers little not Samoan, what they call Eskimo. They look like Eskimo. They look like just like them out there. Alaskans. Little Chinese to them. They not black. They got some melanin, but they not black. Grannies.
Doesn't, because oftentimes a polar bear isn't trying to negotiate or communicate. With you, it's trying to eat you while weighing the cost. So what often makes them look cute and innocent is actually them being apathetic, emotionless terminators. Because remember, they don't fear humans the same way their cousins do, and most encounters are on the polar bear's terms. So it's true when they say, if it's black, push back. If it's brown, retire to the ground. And if it's white like a sheep, you finna go to sleep. Color of a beluga, last time talking to you. And white like a picket fence means you'll wake up past tense.
Black, shoot. Brown, shoot. White, shoot more.
Number 3 and number 2 are both interchangeable. It just depends on which movie scares you more. A gross out body horror slasher flick or a psychological mental health massacre. If you pick psychological, wait for number 2. And if you pick slasher, well, you probably already know how horrific it is being hunted by chimps. The sick joke is less than 5% of their diet is meat. Yet in places like Ngogo in Uganda, they can have a success rate of 80%, and it's because the way they hunt is coordinated and calculated. First, you have drivers, and their job is to pressure prey into the trees without actually trying to catch them. The moment you try to climb, you've screwed yourself. Because
I've always said this, man. And I know they be like, nigga, they tell everything in the movies. If Planet of the Apes ever come true, they gonna fuck us up. Man, them motherfuckers. Man. Like, if they just stay regular apes, like these niggas, and a bunch of them come, we gonna tear their ass up. We blowing them down. Bang, boom, bow. But if you walk down the street by yourself, if you want to jump out of a tree, you're fucked. But other than that, the army gonna tear them up. But if they got that shit in them, when he was breathing them motherfucking smoking them fumes in, and they turn into different unlocked parts of their brain, ooh. And we can't just be like, I surrender, I'm on your side, I'll be a slave. We can't do that. Clock you on your shit. Wow, move. Yeah, I don't need you, nigga. You little. Like, we're not gonna be able to survive that. So I think we need to stop fucking with these animals. That's what I'm telling you, scientists. Some of y'all watching me now, y'all gonna grow up to be a scientist. Nigga, stop. We don't need that. We don't need no more robots. We good. Figure some shit out. Heal us. How about that? Go against the government and heal everybody. Take one for the team.
There's also blockers whose job is to limit any possible escape routes and make a literal jungle gym even smaller. So now you gotta avoid them while being chased through the trees by chasers. The last role are the chimps smart enough to anticipate where you'll try to escape and will camp themselves in the perfect spot to snatch you if you pass by. It's painfully effective, and once something like a colobus monkey is caught, it's immediately crippled and eviscerated into several pieces. I genuinely have to be careful with what I show y'all. Just know that monkey's still alive and he gets his arm snapped after all that. Chimpanzees are number 3 because they might have the most brutal ways of past tensing prey, and they don't discriminate. Chimps are on record ambushing families of gorillas, frightening the females and running fades with a silverback, and kidnapping any babies to remove them. They're not the only babies at risk, and viewer discretion.
That's hella cute. I ain't gonna lie. Screenshot on grannies. That's cute as hell. But like, hell no. I'd have been scared as fuck of that motherfucker holding my baby. He wouldn't have been holding it. I wouldn't have been over there. I'm like, nigga, you got a monkey in there? I'm not going to your house, bro. You crazy as fuck. You really got a monkey in your house right now? Like, I'm gonna feel like white people when they think about black people back in the day. Nigga, you got a black man in your house? I ain't going in there, nigga. You tripping. You telling me you really got a darkie in your house right now? Let me see. Oh, dear God, you do. That's exactly how I'm going to be with that. What the fuck? I ain't going to be like, oh, dear God, like you nasty as hell. But I'm going to be more, because that's how white people was with us. They're like, oh, you nasty. I can't believe you ain't my friend. I hate you as a daughter. You like, damn. But it's more like, nigga, what the fuck, nigga? You ain't scared, nigga? Scared in the bitch, nigga? You got your kids in here? I'm leaving. My kids ain't never coming over. More like that. Not racist, more fear. I'm more scared. Yeah. Y'all did y'all thing, white people, with that. Y'all took it to another level with us. I don't know what we did, but y'all did it.
Is advised. As habitat loss and food shortages have pushed humans and chimps together, there have been more cases of chimpanzees snatching human children with chilling results. One human toddler was hold on, viewer discretion, I mean it this time. One human toddler was grabbed by a big male, and in less than a minute, he broke his arm, beat his head in, and even disemboweled the boy and removed his kidneys. Being hunted by chimps is like playing death tag with parkour-capable pack-hunting zombies, but luckily, meat isn't their main food, and attacks are still relatively rare, which is why I have tigers at 2. Tigers don't actively hunt humans, but living on top of each other for centuries is why tigers have the highest human body count of any animal on this list. Folks traditionally wore masks backwards in order to discourage the tiger into thinking he had lost the element of surprise. But it's believed the trick was spammed too hard and now the tigers are catching on. But intelligence is the second scariest thing about them. Number 1 is they are the most vengeful animals on the planet. Let them be dead.
Man, I remember seeing that video as a kid and was like, dang! They eat people the fuck up. And now every time I see tall grass, you know how you sit with your homeboy, you be like, nigga, what if a tiger just ran out of there? I think of that just because of that one video.
Piss off a tiger, and you might not live to regret it. You may have heard of the poacher that shot a tiger and stole part of its kill, so the tiger tracked him down all the way to his cabin, destroyed anything that smelled like the poacher, including his mattress, just to John Wick the man when he eventually returned home. Tatiana the tiger proved that you don't have to be in the wild to find out, after she escaped her San Francisco enclosure to track down and savage the men that had taunted her. But by far the most
shit out there like Indonesia, Arabian shit, them tigers be tearing niggas up in the city. I mean, like, mauling they ass, whole village. You like, damn, what the fuck? Yay. Definitely in them movies, they make them motherfuckers seem stupid crazy.
Notorious tiger in history was the Devil of Champawat. This was a Bengal tiger who had gotten her canine teeth broken, likely by a human, which meant she could no longer hunt her normal prey. The result was she started stalking humans, and the endgame was the man-eater of Champawat destroyed 436 people, eluding poachers and hunting parties and somehow always knowing when to leave an area and lay low. Tigers are quick and efficient. They take you out and then return back to the shadows. And honestly, I'd probably die of an anxiety attack long before a feline flatline. They don't usually go out.
Oh, imagine being him honestly, in that back seat.
I'd probably die of an
watch him right there.
Anxiety attack long before a feline flatline.
Get high!
But all the extra exposure around humans.
Why y'all out there? Paid all that money to go out there and get chased by a tiger. Yeah, you don't want to do this no more, huh? This shit got real. You niggas is walking steaks and expect hungry motherfuckers not to want to bite you. What the fuck?
Has shown us exactly what tigers are capable of, and the worst part is they could easily be scarier. The reason tigers are orange is because orange isn't a concept to the animals they do prey on, and if we were on that list, this is what the world's biggest whiskered reaper would look like, and it's still not number 1.
What y'all think number 1 gonna be? I thought it was gonna be chimpanzee, but hunter. A snake? Cause they already did tiger. Let's say what, a lion, you know? Might be lion, but tiger, they already did that. What a dragon. I'm going with either a snake or a lion.
Orcinus orca is the most oppressive
motherfucking orca. I was thinking water, but I was like, damn, nigga, we can't do water. But we did do water earlier. And seeing that water right there make me want to go back on a trip, nigga. Nigga, I'm ready to leave now. Go get in some Wawa. Damn, nigga, I'm finna go fill my bathtub up just to feel like I'm on the ocean. I'm gonna close my eyes and act like I'm there. Shit.
On the planet, and at this point there's not much I can say that you don't already know. You know they're intelligent, but what genuinely surprised me is they take very few risks. If prey has the smallest chance of fighting back, orcas will move the needle to 0 before they move in. Not only that, but their methods change depending on the target. That's why they'll soul slap a stingray before it can sting. That's why they'll immobilize sharks before they can bite. And it's why they'll up smash a seal as high as they go like Super Smash Bros. But they don't neutralize prey just to be safe to eat. They'll turn a dying animal into a life lesson. In that same stingray clip, a family of orcas toyed with the half-alive stingray before letting its body sink into the abyss when they were done. I genuinely believe the stingray was slapped by the orca grandmother, and the rest of the pod was playing with it in order to learn how to deal with one, and when the lesson was over, they had no further use for him. It's not cruelty, it's communal calculation, but it is why orcas are the most fear-inspiring, heart-retiring predators to have, and if you're still not convinced...
Yeah, that is crazy. Like, the ocean is crazy. The world, just wildlife is crazy. Like, the orca, he just doing this, and he don't see nothing wrong because he's teaching the kids how to hunt and how, like, okay, if you get in contact with these is how you handle it. So that's just part of their life. And then the damn stingray is just going to work or some shit, part of his life. He got kicked, smacked as an example for the kids to know what to do later. And then they go watch the nigga die. He's seeing the whole motherfucking thing. This seal right here. He like, damn, nigga, that motherfucker, god damn, nigga. Then he realized, oh, them motherfuckers eat me. Now he finna get up out of there and go home before they get hungry and thirsty. Damn.
Let me tell you a story that still sticks with me. One grandmother orca was not only smart enough to memorize when elephant seals in the Falklands would breed, she knew exactly where and what time the tide would be high enough to hold her. This 20-foot Type A dolphin basically staked out the nursery pool until the tide got high enough for her to seemingly spawn out of nowhere and abduct a defenseless seal pup.
And that's
she then dragged the seal out to sea as a practice dummy. For the next several hours, her family toyed with and tormented the baby seal, with the pup alive for most of it. Again, it's not evil or torture, but it is how orcas polish their prowess. But for the seal, that's stranger danger on steroids, and one of the worst ways to go out. Slowly, and with zero hope. And now you see why great whites will piece out of a favorite hunting ground for a calendar year if they have a run-in with an op dolphin. And why humpbacks feel the way they do. We're talking about animals that'll roleplay as prey and practice drowning each other before they try it on a baby blue.
And I'll be watching shit like this and think like, what makes you think they won't kick me off my paddle boat like that? You know what I'm saying? Like if they do that to their own people and just be like toying with them, what makes you think he won't toy with me? He don't give a fuck about me. Wow, that nigga gonna kick me off that motherfucker. I'm in the air like, what the fuck? Soon as I hit that water, reality gonna kick in my ass. I'm in the middle of the ocean and I just got hit by orca and this bitch finna spin the block. I'm a goner. You can't do nothing. You can't do nothing.
Whale. It's not an act of malice more than survival. Simply a skill surplus for them and a skill issue for everyone else. I won't slander them, but I definitely pity their prey more than anything else's. But I gotta come clean. I did lie to you. They're actually not the most oppressive predator on the planet. That would be Take away the guns, the technology, and everything else. The very foundation of how humans hunt makes them the most horror movie predators ever.
Grannies.
Simply put, imagine a predator you can...
Yay, so we the ultimate hunters. And that was a good way to end this motherfucker, because you showed the fuck right.
never run away from. You can get ahead. You can even get out of their sight, yet every time you turn to the horizon, they're there. They're not even tired, but you are. You're exhausted. You're thirsty and about to drop from heat stroke, yet there they are, not missing a beat, barely breaking a sweat. Hell, you can't even sweat, not like them, and it's killing you. You look in the distance, and to your dismay, here they come again. But this time, you don't have the strength to get back up. They're slow, but persistent, like an immortal snail that never stops. They run you into the ground, waste you without even touching you, and come sunrise, they're ready to do it all again. You just won't be there to see it. They're finally here. They literally walk you down knowing you're at your limit. One raises its stick, you close your eyes, you'd breathe your last breath, but they took all you had left, just like they take everything else. Your story's over, but the ending was awful long before you first ran. It's not your fault. It's not evil or a crime, but it is what happens when you meet the scariest predator of all time.
These nuts. This nigga did a whole poem at the end and didn't even end it with Africans. Cause he wasn't talking about humans all the way, nigga. We ain't scary yet, nigga. We ain't going out there with bare feet and hands. We take guns away, niggas. We fucked. Hunt, nigga. What? Niggas gonna be eating a lot of fish. For real. They take all these guns away, nigga. We out of there, nigga. Unless you just good with that crossbow. You just cold with that bitch. Other than that, fish it is. Niggas, that's all we can hunt. Nigga. We ain't grabbing that motherfucking ox, nigga. I'm not. I'm finna... Fuck, you want me to jump on that nigga's back? Hell no. You want me to choke this a bull out, nigga? A wild hog, nigga? I can't, bro. Nigga, let's just grow some potatoes or something. I can't do that shit. Nigga, I'm finna go fishing. Get that oil hot. For real, cause we can't do that. So Africans, you know, islanders, people like that, not Americans. We ain't that tough. We not. Not all of us, not the majority. But yeah, man, that's the end of this video. Need y'all to like, comment, subscribe, man. Turn in post notifications on. Until next time, peace.